Hey YouTube, it's been a long time since I've uploaded. I think the longest since I've started this channel. But I had some family issues that I had to go deal with, and now I'm back and trying to get back on the flight schedule. But there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about as far as my flying journey, and I'm trying to put as much information out there as possible for people who may have this journey and maybe looking to do some flight lessons and get their license. So I'm trying to include as much information for those who may need it. And one thing about getting your license is you have to have a medical certificate before you do anything. Well, before you solo, really. And so without that, you can't fly the plane solo, which kind of puts a pause on your training once you get to that point. And your first solo kind of comes when you are really proficient in landing and your takeoff. Obviously, you can enter and exit the pattern of an airport without any help, and you can do all your maneuvers that I've been practicing, without help. And that usually comes around, 10, 12, 15 hours-ish. And I'm getting kind of close to there. And so, one thing that's definitely holding me back right now is getting my medical certificate. And anyone who knows me knows that I was in the Marine Corps for 9 years. I was recently separated for some really rare disease that I'm not going to get into the details because they're just confusing to me. But yeah, getting out of the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed. I had a couple things, I have disability and stuff like that. All these things that are questions with your medical certificate. And one thing that I have are headaches. I get a headache maybe once, twice a month that is pretty decently bothersome, and so I have to see, the FAA requires a medical note about that. And another thing that I have is a slight adjustment disorder, which is almost kind of like acute depression, which almost anyone leaving the military or serving in the military has, unfortunately. And so that requires like a complete psychiatric evaluation and maybe a psychological evaluation. And this week I kind of took it upon myself to really try to make progress in the psychiatric part of it. And I spoke to a couple doctors, and they said that I could be potentially looking at 6 months of testing, and not 6 months of testing straight, but just it could take 6 months for those psychiatric evaluations and psychological evaluations to happen. And so flying twice a week while waiting for that is, I'm not too sure that it's the smartest thing for me. I'm putting it out there because I would definitely like to hear some opinions from anyone who has the experience. There's one side of the coin where I kind of I want to be able to fly and keep flying, because there's nothing that says I can't just progress into the next part of my training and wait until I get my medical certificate to solo later on. And the more I continue with training, the better off I'll be, and eventually it'll come. But then there's also flying twice a week and never soloing, and that's spending a lot of money to fly when my medical certificate is not coming, especially if I get super unlucky and they tell me I can't even get my medical certificate. That'll be pretty disheartening, and I will have spent a lot of money on training that I probably won't be able to convert into like some sort of sport license or something like that. So definitely at kind of a weird crossroad. I didn't think that it would take me this long getting an answer from the psychiatric department that I was seeing in the military. Is kind of hard because now that I'm not in the military, it's a little bit harder to reach out. And so yeah, I'm just kind of a little confused as to if I should continue to try to fly as often as I was, because I definitely felt like I was making a lot of good progress, and definitely was really enjoying myself. But at the same time, I'll be spending a lot of money to maybe not progress as much. Getting past that initial solo is kind of a big part of a pilot's journey. So it's definitely something that is not necessarily heavy, but something I'm thinking about a lot. So with saying that, the videos and the lessons may, slow down as they have, and I may not be flying as much, and so that means videos may not be coming out as much. So, I was thinking about maybe trying to do videos on other things. A couple people have asked me some questions maybe about how much I pay for lessons, or trying to explain some things about what's happening in the air. So maybe I could do videos like that, and if anyone is interested in that, just let me know, or what you think. Let me know in the comments if you think that'd be a good idea, or should I just stick to the flying stuff and just release a video whenever I can. So that's pretty much my my update. I'll get back into the video now. This video, we're doing touch and goes, and I was super excited to do touch and goes because I've seen them everywhere. All the student pilots that I've seen, touch and goes seemed like a really fun experience, and it definitely was. The landing continues to be probably the hardest part of flying, and not because it takes some sort of skill, but because there's so much going on that you really have to be in front of the plane. They say, if you're thinking about what you have to do at that point in time, you're already too far behind. You have to have already done what you have to do, and be thinking about what you have to do coming up in the next turn. And so people who aren't familiar with flying, you don't just fly straight to the runway and land. You have this thing called the pattern, which is kind of like a square around the runway that you're going to land at, which consists of your turns, and there's kind of like phases before each turn, and there's a lot to do when you're getting in between each turn and getting to the next turn. You got to control your airspeed, you got to control your altitude as you're kind of descending to your landing. So I knew that touch and goes, where you pretty much land and then you take right back off and go back around and do it again. I knew that was a big step, and really get to practice your landings and your takeoffs. So I was really excited about it, and hopefully this video you can see how much goes into the landings and how much work is required. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you liked it, please like the video. It definitely helps the channel a lot, and please subscribe. Thank you.
So we can fix it about now. Okay, this looks decent. Okay. So we want to be flaps.
Number 5215 Echo. That's final.
Don't sit anymore. Okay. When we get a beam to numbers, we're going to go power, carb heat, flaps at 95 at about 500 feet per minute, which is about now. So power. Let's get power about 1500 RPMs.
Mm-hmm.
Nose drops. Turn the carb heat on.
On.
And notch the flaps. Okay, let that nose drop. Let that nose drop. Because we're going to get slow. Got to let the nose. There you go. Don't let it balloon.
Yeah.
And see that we're about 500 feet per minute, or somewhere around 95.
You want to start making the turn?
Yeah, we need to make it now. So got to fly the plane first. Then we point it where we're going. Culpeper traffic, Archer 41209's left base, 22 Culpeper, touch go. Okay, now we can add a second notch of flaps. Should be somewhere around 85. No, it's 2 notches, there you go. You don't have to pull the pin, just just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Freeway traffic, 615 kilos, left final, last call, 31.
Shallow turn.
Culpeper traffic, helicopter air carrier 1 is clear to the southwest, clear the pattern, descending into 2,000 feet for landing at the hospital in town.
Right, stop the turn, because we're going to turn too short. Culpeper traffic, Archer 41209's turn final 22 Culpeper. A little bit of power, about to get low.
We're low.
We're about to get low because I see this rated descent. Now we got a red light. Now we just lost it, so we got to get that nose down just a little bit. Just hold it right about here. Now we can grab that last notch of flaps. Okay. Get back
Low.
on the center line. Get back on the center line. All we got to do is drive it to the numbers. I'm not overly concerned about the light control. We're just getting you through this procedure. Relax, okay? Small controls. You don't want to be doing anything crazy. Drive it to the numbers just like this. Okay? A little less power because you're a little fast. Just drive it like this. Small corrections. Small corrections. Drive it, a little less power. A little less power. Start working that power back. Start walking the power back. Walking it back. Now it gets really big really fast so it can level off. It's a little bit too much. Let it come back down a little bit. Shift your eyes down the runway. Power to idle. Hold it off. Hold it off. Don't let it land. Don't let it land. Go right rudder. There we go. Okay. Carb heat off. Lower the flaps and roll on the power. We're all stabilized. Okay. We're neutral. Okay. Rotate. And just hold it. Hold it. Hold it. There we go. Right rudder after we take off so it doesn't, nose doesn't swing to the left.
A little bit better on the takeoff, right?
A little bit better. We'll do 2 more of those.
Okay.
And go back.
Yes, sir.
Easy. You want me to demo one?
Jeez, that was ridiculous, huh?
You want me to demo one or are you good?
And we could just keep doing it together.
215 Echo. Right downwind, going right 22, Montgomery.
That was my first time ever doing a touch and go.
Really?
Yep.
Well, it's about 98% you.
Really?
Yep. Culpeper traffic Archer 41209 is upwind 22 Culpeper.
And so we're probably gonna kind of make a left, right?
We're gonna make a left-hand turn. It's gonna be a 90-degree turn. We can go ahead and start our turn now. It's a little early, but we'll go and get started. So.
We still want to be climbing, right?
Yes, sir. Culpeper traffic Archer 41209 is left crosswind 22 Culpeper. 300 feet to go. Don't forget the right rudder and the climb. You can look over your shoulder and see where you are in relation to the runway. Square turn up, stop our turn. So I can look. Okay, I'm going to pull the power back right about now. Watch the power, watch the pitch. The nose will come back down.
Yep, okay, yeah.
Montgomery traffic, 5215 Echo.
Now we can turn downwind. Watch our speed. Might add a little bit more power, just a little. That power setting gets us in the ballpark. Culpeper traffic Archer 41209 is left downwind 22 Culpeper. Get some power out, just a little bit of power here. Let's hang out about here and see what it's doing.
traffic Turkey 340 Papa Alpha, turning right downwind.
Pre-landing checklist. Brakes they feel good. Park brakes off. Gas is on fullest tank. We're going to leave it there for a little bit longer. Undercarriage down and welded. Mixture is full rich. Props are on. Switches are on that we need on. Seat belts and our speed. And your pre-landing checklist is complete. Okay, and that's it.
So wings at the numbers, that's when we want to carb heat.
So you're going to do
flaps.
power, carb heat, flaps, in that order.
760 is on the RNAV. Runway 14, we'll break off the approach to the left and
So
turn
get
right
power
down.
somewhere around 15.
Carb heat on. 1 notch of flaps.
Okay,
This thing
95.
is killing me.
There, you just fly a plane. I'm going to fix this here. So watch your face.
Montgomery traffic, 5215 Echo, going around 32 on the upwind.
So you got to let that nose come down because we're not
Nose down.
descending. You got to let it come down.
We want to be at about 500, you said?
About 500 feet per minute, about 95 on the speed. So we're a little high and we're turning too soon.
Are we turning too soon?
Yep, because we only lost 150 feet instead of 300. Culpeper traffic Archer 41209 is left base 22 Culpeper. Square turn, so we got to keep turning. Okay, another notch of flaps. And looking for about 85. Don't let the nose come up when you do that.
6 miles
Right, just turn
north, from the northeast. We'll be entering 45 for 32, Montgomery.
Culpeper traffic, Archer 41209's turn and final 22 Culpeper. So we're about 700 feet, and sure enough, look at there, we got a red light.
I got one red.
So 2 red, 2 white are perfect. So get on that center line. So we're gonna have to add a little bit of power because we're about to get low.
And now I got 2 red.
I got 2 red, now I'll add a little bit more power. There you go, just like that.
Do I want to add third flaps?
Yep, go ahead. Okay,
Flaps, we're at about 70.
And drive it
Probably
to the
a little
numbers.
bit slow.
Yeah, so we're a little slow.
Keep that, those numbers centered.
Let's get a little faster, get a little bit faster. Alright, now it's right speed. So get on the numbers. We're way left of the center line. A little less power now, because we're good on speed. Drive it to the numbers. Drive it to the numbers. Drive it to the numbers. A little less power. Start walking the power back. Drive it to the numbers. Like you're going flat right to the numbers. Power to idle. Power to idle. Alright, just stabilize it. Hold it. Take your time with it. Go right rudder. Straight. Hold it off. Don't let it land. Don't let it land. And that's what happens. You don't let it land. You'll make a nice landing. Okay? Flaps up. Carb heat off. We're stabilized, everything's neutral. Lots of right rudder, lots of right rudder, and rotate. Lots of right rudder when you rotate. Because now we don't have the nose gear to point us in the direction, it's all rudder.
Culpeper Unicom, RB4, radio check please.
Culpeper traffic, Archer 41209's on the go to do Culpeper.
Cherokee 382, you copy the RV4?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Thank you.
We'll do one more and we'll go back.
Okay.
That's final, we're going to keep Montgomery.
You just gotta relax when we get on final.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to show you, actually when we get somewhere downwind, I'm going to show you a trip. I'm going to show you how I'm relaxed. I let the plane do most of the work.
Okay.
Okay, let's turn.
You want to turn?
Yep. Culpeper traffic, Archer 41209's left. Crosswind 22 Culpeper.
Traffic Archer 054 Tango in the downwind for 32 Montgomery.
Okay, 100 to go. So we gotta stop the turn. There you go.
Traffic Cherokee 055 for turning right, crosswind 32 Montgomery.
Perfect. Look at you. Look like you've done that before. Alright. So at some point, whenever you think we should turn downwind, turn downwind.
Montgomery traffic, Saratoga 43760 is turning base, runway 32 Montgomery.
Alright, we're doing our brakes.
Montgomery traffic, Cherokee
Gas on the fullest tank, undercarriage is down the well, the mixture's rich, our pump is on. Our switches are on, my seatbelt, speed looks okay, altitude looks good.
So what is the point of putting on the carb heat?
Prevent carb
Montgomery
ice.
traffic Cherokee 054 Tango right.
What I mean, like specifically in this situation, that's what it's for.
Lower power settings when it's hot out area, it's a good habit to be in.
I'm gonna power back to about 15.
Alright, so I got flight controls, I'm gonna show you how we do this. Okay, so I'm not quite at the numbers yet. So when I'm gonna beam the numbers, I'm pulling the power back to 15. Carb heat, I get it in the ballpark, I let that nose trend coming down, 1 notch of flaps, I don't let the nose come back up. Looking for about 500 feet, my speed.
Yep.
Looking good.
Culpeper traffic, Cherokee 75382 is departing runway 22, staying in the pattern, Culpeper.
Alright, we're about 45 degrees.
And be aware there is a deer at the approach end of the runway off to the left.
Culpeper, traffic Archer 41209's left, base 22, and we're looking for the deer. Okay. Got a big excess of descent rates, and we'll fix it with some power. Another notch of flaps, gonna square my turn up. Hold the nose down so I can continue my descent.
Right downwind, 32.
Okay. looking for my speed, looking for traffic. And eventually it does its thing and I can let go of the yoke. Working very much.
Yep.
Okay. Looks like I might get a scooch low, so I might add just a little bit of power just to be on the precautionary side. Nobody's on final. Airplane's gone. Nice shallow turn. Culpeper traffic, Archer 41209 is turning final 22, touch and go, Culpeper. So nice shallow turn. I'm kind of gauging it. Okay. Not getting in a big hurry. About 700 feet. We're on the numbers. I'm pointing it back to the numbers. Last notch of flaps. That's our last thing we're going to do. And notice I haven't touched the power much. Nice small change over here. Get back. Point it in the right direction. I'm a little fast. That's okay. I'm just going to live with this.
I got 2 red.
2 red. I'm more worried about that.
Traffic, Cherokee 75382 is turning left crosswind.
Now I'm going to put my hand on here.
22, Culpeper.
I'm driving it to the numbers. See, I'm not working very hard.
Yep.
The numbers go up. I pull the nose up. I look at my speed. Numbers go down. I adjust accordingly. Now I know I've got the runway made. Start working the power back. Keep driving to the numbers. I'm going to level off. I'm going to fly down the runway. Look down the runway. Hold it off. Hold it out. Look at there.
Yes, sir.
Carb heat. Everything's neutral. Taking my time. You see, I got time to do stuff, okay? Neutral, roll on the power. She already wants to fly.
Traffic, Cherokee 75382 is left downwind, runway 22, Culpeper.
Lots of right rudder, so I can hold it over.
Via power off 180.
And there we go. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Culpeper Attack Archer 41209's upwind 22. We're going to be doing a downwind departure back to the east. Culpeper.
Culpeper traffic, RV4 departing.
Yeah, if I can
Runway 22, Culpeper. Archer, this is the RV4. Where are you heading?
Manassas.
Okay. I'm off on your right. I'll just kind of stay over here, kind of clear. Heading kind of the same direction.
Oh, I got you. You go ahead and do what you got to do. You're going to burn us up. That thing's a lot faster than us.
I'm just going to overfly a friend at Opal, then probably fly over my house. So you guys do what you do. I'll stay clear of you.
Let me level off.
All right, we're gonna level off at 2, and probably gonna make a turn here in just a second.
I'll stay at 1500.
Okay, level off at 2. He's no factor.
Culpeper traffic, Cherokee 75382,
right.
base, runway 22, Culpeper.
I'm not traffic on 5-1, 5 call.
Right, no factor. 500 feet below us. It's a good looking RV.
Thank you. Pass it over me now.
Gotcha.
I'm throttled way back, just kind of cruising along at about 1800 RPM.
I'll come over here and check you out one day. Archer 41209er.
41209ers, clock 5370.
5370209er.
For 6 Alpha Delta, contact approach on 125.8. So you're on a 1010.
Stop your turn.
1258010, I think, so 6 Alpha Delta.
We're going to do a little zigzag here.
41209er, transponders observed. Proceed on course, altimeter Dallas 2996.
2996, 209er.
2 Victor Alpha, descend to main.
All right, we got clearance.
Contact approach 126.65.
So now we can plug in Manassas Tower,
And down to 5,000.
which is 133.1. We can plug it in that second
Pitch
box.
at 696, turn left heading 040.
Left to 040, get to 696.
Okay, that's a good hitting right there. Look, Archer 4209 Manassas in sight.
41209, remain on your assigned code to land, change to advisory frequencies approved.
On code advisory 4209. Okay.
75382,
Over here.
on course Manassas, altimeter
There's
2996.
tower, so it's switch. So the airport's right here, they're right.
Yep.
And we're about 6 miles out.
Okay.
So you can try to tell them we're 6 to the west for 16 right.
Manassas traffic, Archer 41209er, about 6 miles to the west of Manassas, 416 right.
That'll work. So we got to do a descent checklist. And a pre-landing.
Descent, fuel pump on. Mixture is rich. Fuel, do you want to switch?
Yes, go ahead and switch. So make sure it turn all the way. Doesn't look like it's all the way.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Altimeter you already did. DG to compass, 66. And then pre-landing seatbelts, landing light is on. Mixture is at best power, flaps is required.
So yeah, we're not on flaps just yet, but we are going to start a descent. So within 5 is when I start a descent.
Okay.
Do the descent like you would in the pattern. So let's get some power back and start slowing down.
Are we just coming in this way, or are we?
We're just going to go this way and this way to just keep it simple.
Okay.
We need to get some power out and slow down. So if we got that ready to descent too much at that power setting, you got to pitch up a little bit. That'll help slow us down.
So we're just gonna make a go straight on to final.
Yep. Make one turn to the right.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
All right. Once we're in the flap range, we can go ahead and do a notch of flaps. So go ahead and do a notch of flaps now. Gonna help us slow down. There you go. Don't let the nose rise up. There you go. National Traffic Archer 4209 is right base 16 right. Alright, so we gotta slow down. We're gonna get that overspeed range. Let's get another notch of flaps.
Are we turning on to
Yeah, don't let the nose come up, just start turning final. So whenever you bring the flaps, you gotta control that nose. National Traffic 41209 is turning final for 16 right, Manassas. So we got a crosswind from right. So do your best to get back on. So right on glide path, we got one white, one red. So we're about to get low.
There's 36 Mike departing runway 16 left. We are IFR to the west.
Go to the right. Gotta keep coming to the right. We're over the grass now.
Manassas traffic, Cherokee 75382 is 6.5 to the southwest, inbound, full stop. Probably make right base for 16 left.
Airspeed aim point at this point. Okay, don't worry about the trim right now because we're not even going to be on the runway. Now we can worry about trim. And we're fast.
a little fast?
We're real fast.
Real fast.
Yeah, we're getting blown off. I'm going to help you out here, okay? Crosswinds are fun. We're low. And we're fast, so let's start walking that power out, because we're fast is why we're low. Start walking that power back, walk that power back, walk it out, idle, 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 idle. Okay, so, too much. Little left rudder, get the nose down the runways, right wing down. Just wait. Now we can do some light braking. As we slow down, some more and more aileron. And as we slow down too, some more aft pressure.
Traffic 036 Mike, departed 16 left, we're on our right crosswind, and departing the area to the west, Manassas.
First crosswind?
Yeah, that bad, yeah.
That was an easy one.